Phagenaut is the new addition to our fairly long list of roamers now, but how good is it? Okay then, hopping into the first battle, I think Phagenaut might put in some pretty good work here. Also, we're using the offensive one first, and then the later half we'll use a defensive one. Okay, we're actually going to lead off with the Phagenaut, which is actually a pretty good lead because you have a couple of pivot options, and yeah, Obsidian lead, so we just want to click Flash and Flee straight away, not even thinking about it. Interesting ability. Yeah, I'm not trying to take an Earthquake to the face, okay? Also, I am using Thunderstrike. You can use Power Draw if you want to. It's a little bit costly, but it's a little bit less on the power side, but however much damage you do, you get 20% of your energy back, so it's up to you. Please not. Malmerk, you suck. I have Zip Zap, so that's fine. Also, this kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Thunderstrike, a little bit less energy, and also it has more power, so it's just a little bit more consistent. Also, I do have Zip Zap and Flash and Flee. You probably don't want both of them. That's a lot of damage, even though it's neutral. Dying, I'll take it. And I guess we'll go Gobademic here, sure. But yeah, you probably don't really want Zip Zap, and because I am running Zip Zap, Flash and Flee, Thunderstrike, I can't hit a lot of Loomians like Boneki. I just can't touch, because Plant immune to light, and Earth immune to electric. So you can run like High Pitched Screech or another typeless move, or you could also run Rant, which can hit that. Boneki is super effective as well, because there actually are a couple of Loomians that you can't really deal with. Boneki is one of them, like I just said. I actually wrote it down. Eliguana also has Lightning Rod, and I want to say Prismatic's the secret ability. It can resist both your main types of damaging moves, Electric and Light, and then it resists the yellow one, so there's that. And then also on top of that, that I actually completely forgot existed, to be honest, was, I want to say it's going to click Earthquake, but honestly, I have no idea. I'm going to go Windtrix. Nevermare. I completely forgot that Nevermare is actually a really good counter, or like a really good check for Phagenaut. Immune to Light, Quad Resist Electric, Resist Typeless, and Resist Dark. It resists all of your attacks that you have for Phagenaut, and its range defense is pretty good, and it's a melee attacker, so it doesn't care about the range attack drops. Also, I think I actually did click Drudge, which is pretty bad for me. Like, really bad, actually. Really, really bad. Okay, wait, we actually outsped it. Oh. Whatever you say, man. Why are you gonna do that, Lo? But yeah, other than that, Lo, I guess we could talk about the abilities, because, for the secret ability, there was a couple of different options. So, the reason why it changed from Replicate was, Replicate is a really good ability, but it's very inconsistent, and Phagenaut, also like being like Ellie, Phage, Juggernaut, so it's like a one-man army sort of thing. I wanted it to be more consistent to do a lot of damage. So Replicate is just a little bit inconsistent. Yes, you can get a really good ability, you can get a really bad ability like Laser, or you can like get a meddling ability that doesn't really impact the battle at all, really. Like Premonition, for example, isn't that amazing on it. I think Brain Freeze might be enough here to just KO it. Not really sure what we're doing, but I'll take it, because I have struggled to get a Phagenaut video for a while, unfortunately. People just counter-team me, which sucks. But yeah, other than that, Low, there was a couple of other abilities rather than Overcharge. An option was Ace, and another option was going to be range attack version of Guerrilla Tactics, which I have stated Cracked Cosmio's secret ability is most likely going to be changed from Regift to a range attack version of Guerrilla Tactics, because Regift Cracked Cosmio is a little bit too strong, and it's just might as well change it. And now, instead of being like a Nostal Loomian, it's an offensive Loomian. But yeah, the reason why Phagenaut didn't get any of those was because Flash and Flee exists on it, and also pivoting moves did get a buff, which includes Flash and Flee. If it didn't have Flash and Flee, I think any of those two abilities would have been fine, preferably the Guerrilla Tactics one. But it's actually a range attacking Desperado, cool. I'll go for a couple of layer Barbs if I can actually get them down. So yeah, that's why I didn't get any of those. If it just didn't have Flash and Flee, I think any of those two abilities would have been fine. But because Flash and Flee exists, I think it's a little bit too much. Because if it didn't have Flash and Flee, it would mostly just have Electric Type Plus and then Rants, which I think would have been completely fine. But it doesn't just have those, unfortunately. We'll go for, I kind of want more Barbs, but at the same time, I don't really need them. But it doesn't hurt. Oh yeah, I guess I actually should mention as well, this Gamma Pulse shouldn't actually kill me, I don't think, will it? Yeah, I can get another layer of Barbs down, nice. I actually should mention as well the stats. Also, the stats like didn't get a huge increase, only 55. Phagenaut originally wasn't planned to be in the game, it was just meant to be Elephage, which I thought it was just like, oh, it's not meant to be like a roamer Loomian, it's just meant to be like something like Boonery, just like a rare arcade Loomian, kind of like Vari or Pyramid, I guess. So I made it like with that knowledge, and then Phagenaut, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna actually give it an evolution later on, after it already came out. So yeah, I think it offers a difference though to Elite Phage, also more power, it has more melee defense and stuff like that, so I think it offers enough to make it to warrant you actually using it. I really want to click Magnify, like really want to click Magnify, so I will click Magnify. Oh, I'll take it. Into what, Vesperatu? I don't know if I'll speed it, and I also don't even know if I KO just Thunder Strike. I'm just going to Thunder Strike it, see what happens, because I don't really want to pivot out, you know? I'm just going to click Thunder Strike, see what happens. But yeah, 55 increase I think is fine, but I actually want to bring up the stats as well. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Even though it's not even like Ace, Overcharge is still a really good ability on Phagenaut. It's really good. But I brought up the stats because for the specific like speed and range attack that Phagenaut has, that's like originally what I wanted Ikazune to be, but the issue for Ikazune was that you could get it before the second battle phase, which I thought was way too early in the game to get something of this caliber. Phagenaut is like still like mid-game, so it's still like pretty strong, but you have to like go out of your way to get it, rather than like for Ikazune you just kind of randomly find it. So yeah, Ikazune could definitely like have had these stats, and I think originally it had something similar to Phagenaut, speed and range attack stat, and then I realized that's way too good for this part of the game. It has to be changed. So yeah, unfortunately. Also, where the heck are Dusket's eyes? You good, Dusket? Dang. Even though like these are resisted hits, by the way, we're hitting pretty darn hard. I am taking this. Also, we have to use a Dusket still as well, because it did get a secret ability buff, which I will gladly take, okay. I mean, I can swap out, I guess. I'm out of energy low. We'll just flail. It literally has 1 health, so if I wake up, it dies. Oh, oppress. That's gonna hurt. I got woken up low. And yeah, we actually outspeed it, so okay then. Flail, see you later, Dusket. Not the best PvP team, but I have been struggling for like a few days to actually get a Phagenaut video because people keep leaking my teams, and then all of a sudden, coincidentally, I'm battling like counter teams for Phagenaut. And also, a lot of people haven't really been using melee attackers for some reason. It's really hard for Phagenaut to set up on range attackers. That's why I wanted melee attackers. So if I forfeit on you, it's either just like Phagenaut did nothing against your team, or you like mostly had range attackers and not a good melee attacker like Garlash. Why the heck would I want to step on a Garlash? It ain't gonna happen. Okay then, hopping into the next battle. Also, nice Gleam teams, man, but now we are using the defensive Phagenauts. I should learn my lesson. I'm leading off with Serenite again. I need to learn my lesson. Munchwheel is a little bit of an annoyance, I won't lie. We could actually just go into my Phagenaut here, because I mean it is a melee tank, which I should say as well, there is a little bit of a difference between, I'm gonna go for Bobs as well, there is a little bit of a difference between Phagenaut's melee defense version and Eliphage's, but basically I am running my Phagenaut how you normally run Eliphage, the tanky version. The difference is that Phagenaut has higher melee defense, even with the heavy armor that I have equipped on it as well, but the trade-off is that if you give Eliphage a drop of youth, its melee defense isn't as high as Phagenaut's, but it also has more range defense, so it's like kind of like a mixed, I guess. This is gonna really hurt, isn't it? I probably should have just hit it. Well, do I get one-shotted? Bulk up again? No. You're getting a little bit greedy now, man. You're getting a little bit greedy, okay? You can stop, please. Please do a lot of damage. He's on like, what, +2 melee defense? Oh no. Oh no. I would have really appreciated a burn right there. I'm gonna get swept now, aren't oh wait, I'm not. I have Boonery. Oh, Thunder Chomp? That should kill me, right? I'm pretty sure oh, it actually doesn't. Well, I went for another layer of barbs. I thought, well, if Serenite's gonna go down, if I somehow live, more barbs. They have got an Infernix that might have a burn up, which would really suck. We'll go for a slap down flaming kick again, I guess. Killing Mega Chomp, interesting choice, but yeah, now we actually can go Boonery and copy their stats. Thanks for my sweep now, man. I appreciate it. If Serenite can take a super effective hit, Phagenaut definitely can. I don't know if it's worth it, though. We have got Rejuvenate. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have Earthquake. I actually don't remember if I gave Munch Wheel Earthquake. It's been a long time since I've used a Munch Wheel. But, yeah, I guess Phagenaut is actually good here. So, still using Thunderstrike because it's just a little bit more damage. And, yeah, we have Pterodon to get rid of Babs and Rejuvenate to heal. It's basically, like, the exact same as the Drop Leaf Elephage, but with Phagenauts. So, yeah, we'll just click Thunderstrike here low. We're going to take a Mega Chomp to the face, which will also get rid of Rev Up. Yeah, it does no damage. Plus 2 Munch Wheel. We don't care, man. We don't care. Okay, now, see you later. Because even though we are investing into our range attack stat, it's still higher on Elephage, and 10k Elephage kind of hit pretty hard, but yeah, now we hit even harder because our 140 range attack base stats. Also, we are running the normal ability on this one, just to mention in case people don't know. Against Garbantis, I want to click Flash and Fleet. I'd really like to click Rejuvenate. Don't think it's worth it though. I'll click Flash and Fleet to do a bit of damage. We aren't going to get rid of its ability because that isn't going to make contact, but we can pivot out, do some damage, and then go into Gobidemic. That will take it out. Right? Okay, we're just going to Air Blade. Just going to throw off an Air Blade. If it's very nimble, I don't remember if it else... No, very nimble outspeeds Hunder, not Gobidemic. Okay, got it. See you later, man. Infernix could definitely come in here and click Burn Up, which would suck a lot, unfortunately, but it's not the end of the world. Also, I guess for the offensive one, you could just run a Boots Phagenaut, not Elephage, Phagenaut as well, I guess, because also you're a little bit slower. So you could, also White Garlash, interesting. You could just give it like Boots, Thunderstrike, Flash and Flee, Zip Zap, and then your last move could be High Pitch Screech or Rants, I guess. Also, does this thing get Batcher? I want to say it might have Batcher as well, so I guess there's that option as well. I'm going to click Muck Blast. We don't really want to swap into a Garlash anyway, because it's very hard with its ability, and super effective, and stab. Don't want to deal with that. There's the Infernix. Now, unfortunately, Phagenaut doesn't really want to deal with this either, because a range attacker. But we have got Air Blade, so I might as well use it. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see a Gleaming Team. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Fire Breath, we should tank one of those. Yes, kind of just barely. We're actually really close to tanking 2 of those if I did a little bit more health. We'll click Mug Blast here just for a potential poison chance. There's a Fire Breath again. And that means I die. Oh, it was a damage roll! It was a damage roll! I should have clicked Airblade, dang it! If I didn't click Muck Blast, I could have used Airblade twice. Don't know whether it withdrew. Oh, I should have clicked Muck Blast here again. Dang it. Why are you gonna do this to me, man? Why? Okay, got him. And now here, actually, we go... Phagenaut? I don't know if Phagenaut really wants to take a hit from Seadrake when it's this low, and we aren't, like, investing that much into my speed. We have got enough speed to outspeed, like, Seronite, but yeah. Okay, Insulated. Oh. Yeah, that's the secret ability one. I mean, it could have been GSA, I don't know. We'll go for Rejuvenate here, low. Hydro Slash is gonna hurt. Oh, it actually does take me out. Dang it. Yeah, I probably should have healed on the Munch Wheel or against the other thing that they sent out to hit me that I completely forgot about. Oh, Garbantis. I could have definitely healed on Garbantis or just hard swapped. I probably didn't need to stay in for it. We'll go Meditoad here then, I guess. And then we can use Boonery against their Infernix if I need to. But I think it actually just dies once it lands on the field. So yeah, I mean, Phagenaut helped me with the Munch Wheel. I mean, I have Boonery, so I could have basically reverse swept them, because they just basically gave it to me. But if I didn't have Boonery, I'm glad I had my Phagenaut, otherwise probably would have got swept completely. Like, really badly. Oh! Wait, is that one a GSA? I'm trying to think if Infernix's secret ability is... Yeah, I think it is. I think that's a GSA, actually. Well, I'm gonna Psycho Slap. It looks like I didn't die, so I'm taking it. Hehehe, got him. No burn, and yep. See you later, Infernix. Either that is a GSA Infernix, or it was a lot higher health than I remembered it being. But yeah, that went pretty well. Anyway, let's hop into the sets now. Okay then, getting into the offensive set first, we're running 200 speed TPs with a nimble personality to be as fast as possible, with 200 range attack TPs to hit as hard as possible, of which, yes, you can switch the nimble personality for a smart one if you like to, it's completely fine. The 60 energy TPs at level 50 gives us 276 energy to use, which lets us go for 1 magnify, and then we have 250 energy left over to click anything we want, in any order that we want. And then the 40 health TPs are leftovers. For the ability, we are using the secret ability Overcharge to increase our damage output. And then for the item, we're running an electric essence to increase our stab damage output, even more so, although any other offensive item like a shell or even boots would be completely fine. And then finally for the Muslin, we have Thunderstrike or Power Draw as our main move. We'll be clicking 99% of the time because it's stab and our highest damage output potential, with Magnify to let us set up and once again give us even more potential damage outputs. And then for the other two moves that I have, I am running Flash and Fleet and Zip Zap to mostly test, although you have a lot of other options for like damage wise. You have High Pitch Screech, Rant or Jolt, or for more supportive options you have Provoke, Deja Vu, Teardown, even Final Ruse, or also Barcher if you want to run boots as well. But yeah, that's the offensive one. Okay then, and now for the defensive set, we're running 200 health TPs with 200 melee defense TPs with a robust personality on top of that. And we aren't even done there yet because we also have the heavy armor as our item of choice to make Phagenaut as physically melee bulky as possible. The 28 energy TPs at level 50 gives us 270 energy to use, which lets us go for 2 rejuvenates, 1 teardown, and then either 1 thunderstrike or 1 flash and flee. And then the 72 speed TPs are leftovers, but it still lets us outspeed some pretty common things like nimble max speed Serenites and Paralons, brawny Mutagons, very brawny Tyrexes, and also Wrestlons if they aren't holding boots, so I think it's worth it, and we aren't really going to use these anywhere else. I guess range attack, but I want a little bit of speeds. For the ability then, we're using the normal ability Malware because we're super melee defensive, we can take a lot of melee hits, and if they happen to be contact based, we can remove the opponent's abilities. And then finally for the Muslin, we have Thunderstrike or Power Draw as our main attacking move, with Rejuvenate to keep ourselves healthy as a tank. Then we have Teardown to help the team clear entry hazards off the field, and then finally, we have Flash and Flee or Zip Zap as a pivoting option.